question, the member from the PN
Finally, good question.
Thank you very much, Speaker. My question is for the acting premier. On May 26, 2011, Eric Layton, a grade 12 student at Mother Teresa High School in Barrhaven, was killed while at school, while doing schoolwork in a classroom with a teacher. I know the government is very aware of these circumstances, and I had the opportunity to speak with the Premier, the previous Minister of Labour, and the previous Education Minister, and I know that the Premier has spoken with Mrs. and Mr. Layton, and I appreciate that. But Eric's parents, Sherry and Pat, are here today with their daughter Caitlin to ask for a coroner's inquest into his death. They're desperate for closure, for answers. They deserve to know all the facts. Will you work with the family today to ensure that a coroner's inquest is called immediately?
Thank you. Acting Premier.
Thank you very much, and let me start by saying to the family our deepest condolences on the loss of your son, Eric. As a mom, I cannot even bear to think about the pain that you've gone through in this past period of time, Speaker. And one of the most difficult days on my job as Minister of Education is the days I have to call schools and talk to the principals about a death of a child in those schools. And on each and every incident, we try to look to what we could do more and what we could have done to prevent that situation. A number of steps have been taken, and I can speak to those further in the supplementary. But I think it's important in Ontario, Speaker, that it is the coroner that makes the decisions. They have the expertise about whether and when a coroner's inquest should be called.
I want to thank the Minister for her answer, but we have a bit of a problem, and I think she can help us address it. Presently, the coroner has neither accepted nor rejected the pleas from the Layton family to undertake a coroner's inquest. I must reiterate, Eric was at a school. He was under the supervision of a teacher when he died completing an assignment. The Laytons still have questions, and they're concerned about school safety for their daughter now and other students. They're heartbroken that they sent their boy to school and he never came home. The coroner can automatically call an inquest into a workplace death. But in this case, the coroner says that Eric's death doesn't qualify or fit the criteria, such as a death on the job. This is interesting, given the Ministry of Labour investigated his death because the school was considered a workplace. And it was the Ministry of Labour who fined the Ottawa Catholic District School Board $275,000 because it wasn't a safe environment. It makes no sense. So I'm going to ask you, Minister, if you will undertake contacting the coroner to ask for this to happen. And will you change the rules so if, God forbid, another student dies at another Ontario school, that it will be grounds for an automatic inquest?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Speaker. And as the member opposite said, the Ottawa Catholic District School Board has been charged under the Health and Safety Act. And I can assure you, Speaker, that if the coroner determines that an inquest should be held, if it is conducted, the Ministry of Education and the school board would absolutely cooperate fully. I understand the need of the parents to have answers, but I think it's important for them to know that here in Ontario, the politics are out of these conversations. It is the coroner who has the expertise to determine when and if an inquest is necessary. We look to the coroner to take the lead on that. But in Ontario, the government, school boards and school staff, each and every one of them, are committed to delivering the best and safest educational experience. And we know that there remain steps to do because one situation such as this is too many.
Thank you.